Hey guys, James Wilson-Taylor here for Roxanne. We are backstage at When We Were Young Festival 2024. A day to remember on the lineup. The lads join me now. How are we doing, gentlemen?
Doing great. How are you doing?
Not too bad, man. Not too bad. Let's start with the obvious. This is a big old festival moment, guys. I remember seeing you guys here. Well, God, it all blurs into one. Was it last year? Was it 2022? When were you last year?
Two. It was the first. It was the first one,
wasn't it?
Yeah.
Went down a storm then. I remember that certainly. Got to be nice to be back.
It is nice to be back. It's cool just to see everybody here. It's anytime you do these big festivals like this, it's like a family reunion backstage.
Right.
This is legitimately like every band we've ever played with for the last like 15 years.
So crazy, isn't it?
So it's cool.
Yeah, really, really nice vibes out there. Really, really nice vibes. And of course, Homesick and Full today. So that's interesting. So obviously, there's loads of songs in there. You know, we're saying this for everyone. Loads of songs that never left the set list, and rightly so. You got the big hits in there and all that kind of thing. But what were the moments you did actually need to brush up on? Were there any moments we had to go like, wait, how does that lyric go again? What's going on here?
Like half the album.
Okay, fair enough. There we go.
Yeah, it is like half the album. You know, there was a few tracks. There's like 3-ish that don't get played as much. I'll be real with you. The majority of the reason is because it's really hard for me personally to sing them.
Right, fair enough.
So the approach was to like go in this time and try to solve some of those problem areas. I asked some of the guys to help me out with like a vocal here, a vocal there, so I can breathe,
Oh, of course.
When we were putting that record together, it sounded like a good idea to write verses like rap style, where like everything just butts up together and like there's lines overlapping and something like, we'll figure it out later. That works sometimes, but for a few of them it did not. So we tried to figure some of that out, and you'll have to let us know how it goes.
I'm sure it's going to go very well. It's going to be great, man. It's going to be really, really cool. Let's talk about new music as well. Obviously, we have the single out there and all that kind of stuff. What kind of are we playing with at the minute? How much music we got in the locker? What are we kind of feeling in terms of what might be coming next from you guys?
Got like 138 songs done. It's locked up.
There it is, all locked up, all ready to go. Now, where are we at in terms of album and all that kind of stuff? Are we basically ready? What kind of are we thinking?
I mean, there's nothing that's like set in stone or done yet. It's like we always say, we're always writing.
Yeah,
there is a ton. There's a ton of music. It's like not everything's like finished and set in stone yet, but it's there. It's working.
It's getting there.
Yeah.
It's getting there. It's getting there. Are we playing with the same kind of vibe as Feedback? Because that was a lot of fun, man. It was like kind of a great first single to kind of drop in there and everything. Is that the kind of vibe of what's coming next?
So I feel like I want to say in true to a Day to Remember form, I would find it hard to put like a finger on one thing as our sound personally. Yeah. So that song very much lives in its own world.
Right.
In the scope of what we have. It's just a fun, fast song.
Okay.
That's really what that song was, and then there's a lot of other stuff too.
Yeah, it's like there's one thing you can count on. It's that it will be all over the place.
I like that.
You know how it goes. You know how we do.
Everyone always talks about they're like pop punk with breakdowns, but really I think what A Day to Remember is like mixing all these things that shouldn't be mixed together in a way that we want to listen to a band that plays those things together. You know what I mean? Nice. So we make these songs that we're like, we like this. This is cool. And so there's hundreds of genres that get touched. I feel like it's all over the place.
Man, it's going to be exciting. No, I'm excited to see what you guys are coming up with and what you've been cooking up there.
Thanks,
something we've been asking loads of people backstage, you might imagine. Obviously, the Warped Tour news broke this week, which is really, really exciting.
Yes.
So formative for pretty much every band that's here today. Very much for you guys as well. Like, I mean, it's got to just be nice to see that it is back because it's going to help support this next generation of the bands in the scene in a big way.
For sure. I mean, Warped Tour was massive for all of us, so.
I don't want to live in a world without Warped Tour.
Yeah, right.
And now it's back, and we don't have to, so.
There we go.
Yeah, and whatever form it's in, like, it's just cool to see it again.
Yeah.
It's cool to see the same people. It's cool to see Kevin. And
my kids to Warped Tour,
Yeah, that's so nice.
I do.
That is nice.
I do.
Oh.
I'm not kidding. Like
I love that.
When I was little, that was like what shaped me as a human being. Going there and sweating it out, seeing all your favorite bands, maybe seeing some of your favorite bands because you need to run to the other one, or maybe you're gonna get hit with rain and lightning, and you never know because it's Warped Tour, and that's what it was in Florida at least. But yeah, I wanna live in a world with Warped Tour.
Yeah, man. Lucky us. Lucky us. We get to do it. It's very, very exciting, guys. Hey, some questions been asking absolutely everybody today. So as I keep mentioning, it's a stacked lineup out there, man. There's loads of your friends here around. Anyone out there this weekend who you've never toured with before, who you've never worked with before, where you think, you know what, we got to get that done. That's got to be a good tour we should do. Anyone out there this weekend?
Oh, I mean, there's a ton of bands here that we've never toured with that we've always loved. I mean,
we should do a My Kim, Fall Out Boy, A Day to Remember tour and just call it a day. World tour. Let's go.
Any day.
Let's do it.
Call us. Let us know. We'll be there.
Yeah.
There's an instant sellout. There's an instant sellout.
We've never
right
done
there.
anything with them, and it would be.
Actually, that's true. Both of those bands, we have not done like an actual tour with them, just like festivals.
We're huge, massive fans of both of them, and obviously they've shaped us.
Yeah.
Their sound, obviously,
100%.
the whole scene. So.
Oh, 100%. Well, it leads very nicely on to my next question. We're doing a little survey here, gents, a little kind of band survey. I want to know definitively, what is the best Fall Out Boy song, and what is the best My Chemical Romance song?
Oh,
so
that's-
what are we thinking?
Oh my God!
I know, tough questions, man. Tough questions.
You hit me with that out of nowhere. Like I gotta think about that. Hold on.
it is.
Do you have an answer for this off the top of your head?
I like Saturday,
Yeah, great.
Saturday's great.
but I also, and then my Kim one is different because I like I don't know the name of it right now. It's the one where they're like dressed up like army people off 3 Cheers.
Oh, the
Ghost of
slower
You.
one.
Holy shit!
Ghost of You,
That
great
song. Anytime that song comes on, I'm like, it doesn't matter what I'm doing. I'm listening to the whole song.
It's a great song. Great song.
That whole record for me was like,
Okay.
it was incredible. Like that was a really big album for me personally. Like 3 Cheers. I don't know that I could pick one song. It would definitely be off that record though.
Okay, that's cool.
I was just absolutely obsessed with that. That's one of those records that like never left my
Yeah.
CD player at the time.
Yeah,
Dating
there we
myself.
go.
So definitely something off of that. I had so many favorites off that record. And then for Fall Out Boy, that's so tough, man. Like
So hard.
I want to say the one that I personally always come back to. It's not a deeper cut or anything. I love a lot of their deeper cuts, but I just love Dance Dance.
Oh, it's a great
There's just
song.
like something so groovy and cool about it. It feels different in their catalog,
Yeah.
or especially at the time. You know what I mean?
yeah.
And so, yeah, I really love Dance Dance.
Great choices all around, gentlemen. Before I let you go, we've got to obviously mention your big return to the UK, not just for a couple of headliners, Slam Dunk, man. Now, I've told the Slam Dunk team there before, it's mad every time they tease a new lineup. All the comments, I don't know if you see these before, but all the guys always like, when are we getting a Day to Remember? When are Day to Remember coming over doing Slam Dunk? When are they doing Slam Dunk? When's it happening?
It's funny
Here we
that
go.
we just have never played it because it does fit so well.
It's
and like
absolutely your audience,
like
yeah.
obviously seeing it from far away and like always seeing the lineups, I'm like, man, I wish I was going to that festival. It always has the best bands. It's like from our genre and scene, and to be able to play it is awesome. I feel like it's a long time coming, like you said.
I had no idea that was happening in comment sections. I would have loved to have known that, but that's cool.
People like, I think that's been like the most requested band in that festival's history for a long time. Because like you say,
That's
it's such a
cool.
perfect fit for you guys, and it's just so funny that it never happened. Thank God it's finally happening.
Yeah, we're excited about it, man. And the excitement that people have had just hearing about it has
Yeah.
been cool just to see. So
Oh, it's going to be a lot of fun, man. That's going to be a good time. Well, we will see you in May on the UK shores. Looking forward to that, guys. In
Yes.
the meantime, have a great weekend. All right, good to see you guys.
thank you.
Lovely stuff. A day to remember, everybody.